Hi, I'm Max.
And I'm Skylar.
Recently, we decided to start watching Bob's Burgers to see what it was all about.
And it didn't take us long to become completely obsessed with the show.
But one of the things we love the most about the show is the brilliant end credit sequences.
Which is why we created this podcast.
Each week, we're going episode by episode to talk about the elaborate end credits.
We're excited to have you join us right here on Bob's Credits.
We'll make sure the Bob's Burgers end credits get the credit they're due.
All right!
Chip chipperoo, my little garter snakes.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to the pod. We have a big comeback today.
Don't call it a comeback.
Call it a...
Whose phone
is
is
that my
ringing?
phone?
That's your phone?
Oh, it's ringing on my computer in the other room.
Oh,
Watch
okay.
this. Decline. I have more important things to do.
Decline.
Yeah.
We're talking about a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. What's that from? It's like a song or something.
I don't know. I'm not the person to ask.
Yeah, that's correct. But first, maybe we should play a little Bob Pun or Max Pun.
Okay. I just
Okay?
want you to know Skylar's sides is juicy hot goss. It's tea.
Okay, then I like that we're ending with that. Not
Exactly.
ending, but doing yours
Exactly.
second because, you want to save the
You
best
wanna
for
tease
last.
it.
Yeah, so this week we are doing pest control trucks,
Okay.
which is apropos because there's a good pest control truck in this episode that we're about to cover. We'll talk about
so
it.
good.
Are you ready for your first pun, Skylar?
Let's do it.
On the rodent again.
Oh my God, that's amazing, Max. Why are you smiling at me like that? I said Max. We're
Yeah.
doing our weird inside joke
Yes,
faces at
yes.
each other.
I'm hoping, I know I've been saying this before, to have a video version of this podcast by the next one. So hopefully you get to see our little rodent faces that we make to each other.
We push our top lip up
Yeah.
so that our guns are exposed. So that's our what when do we do that in our life?
Just all the time.
Just all the time if we're being silly.
We send each other selfies of that when we're not in
So,
the same room.
Tune in
'Cause
next week because you will get to see our rodent faces.
Hopefully. Okay, the next pun is the beetle position.
The beetle position. I don't get the pun.
The fetal position.
Oh, Max.
Well, that's not fair.
How is that not fair?
Because I had to explain it, so
You'd
you knew
have-
it was me.
No, you'd have to explain a Bob's one if I didn't get it.
Your next pun is two can play at rat game.
Ooh, that's a good one, Max.
Bob's. And your final pun is squish kebab.
Oh, disgusting. I hate when you put, Max,
Yes.
I hate when you put like food in, gross. Gross, Max.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Max, would you like a palate
Picking like
cleanser?
rat kebabs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did that to us. Thanks
Delicious.
a lot.
Okay.
For a palate cleanser,
Yes.
Max Miller,
Skylar Harrison.
are you ready for Skylar Sides, the fun facts before the fun facts?
Yes. Let me get a big swig of my coffee.
Are the people going to be able to see you take swigs of your coffee on the podcast?
Yeah, I'm not going to change anything than we're normally doing,
Okay. I don't know.
except for how we're seated because I need to figure out where the camera's going to go. Normally, Skylar and I sit across from each other in the room, but that won't work. So anyway,
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for some piping hot, very dated tea?
wouldn't it be not piping hot if the tea is dated? Like if it's been sitting for a while?
Do you want to know some love connections on the cast?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is from years ago. But we all need to know this, guys.
Okay.
I just know you're going to be like, I knew that, but I didn't. Did you know that H. John Benjamin and Laura Silverman dated?
I didn't know that.
Okay, so y'all, Bob, the voice of Bob, dated the voice of either Andy or Ollie.
Yeah, I never know which one the Silverman sisters do. It'd be
Okay.
funny if they swapped, like occasionally too.
Yeah, would we know it? Although
No,
Sarah Silverman's voice is like super, I probably could pick hers out more. But y'all, they dated. So here's the dish. Laura Silverman was on Lauren Bouchard's first show is it Mr. Katz? Dr. Katz?
Dr. Katz, he was like an editor on that show?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and H. John Benjamin was on that show too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably where they made this love connection. But they have since broken up. And I did look, and I do not know that H. John Benjamin is dating anyone right now.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
You were interested, huh?
Well, no, I had to like Google to confirm if they were dating, and in doing so, I couldn't find anything.
You're already married to Bob.
This episode proves that.
Oh,
there was
okay.
so much Bob Max crossover in this episode, which
Can't wait.
Bob is my favorite when I see glimpses of you.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. Okay, well, let's get into the episode then.
Okay, great.
Okay. Skylar, can we have the title and synopsis for season 10, episode 17, please?
The title is Just the Trip. It's the last day of spring break, and the kids have done nothing. So when Nat stops by and offers to take the Belchers on a road trip to deliver a snake to her ex, Louise promises they'll behave. Cut to Tina's barfing, Louise gets her road stop at the Madness Castle, and Jean is terrified and locked in the limo with Nat's snake.
This episode came out on March 22nd, 2020. It was written by Lizzie Molyneux Logelin, or Logelin. I don't know how to pronounce her new name. This is the first time. It's Logelin. Sorry if we're butchering it, Lizzie.
It could be Laughlin.
No.
No. Sorry, dyslexia. Sorry.
I want to say.
She has
I want to say Logelin. Logelin.
She has a baguette in her Instagram.
Loaflin. You think it's like a?
She has a bread loaf in her IG bio.
Okay.
Hold on.
Maybe it's just like bread.
No, it's attached to her name, Liz.
She says Loaflin. So you think it's maybe it's Logelin.
She spells it with an F on her Instagram profile.
Maybe she's just playing around.
Because she's a
username.
comedian.
Yeah, so it must be Logelin. And she says she's Loaflin.
Yeah, I might have to DM her.
Yeah, go ahead. And
Shut up.
And Wendy Molyneux, whose name is the same, directed by Chris Song.
Oh my gosh. I gotta tell y'all, I love a Molyneux sister written episode.
Yes, we always do. Real quick, I have to read this word for word from Fandom, where we get a lot of our notes about the title of this episode. Just the Trip.
I can't. Okay.
The title is a play on the phrase, just the tip, something that is offered to virgins.
I can't do this today, Max.
I'm reading it word for word off Phantom. Jean had previously used the phrase in the episode The Bleakening.
Jean. I'm speechless. You have rendered me speechless.
That is offered to virgins.
I would have described it differently, but, that's like the virgin.
Version, yeah.
The version.
It's like an 11-year-old boy trying to explain what it means.
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah. When we first were putting this episode on, you kind of were like, oh, not this episode. Do you still have those feelings?
I loved it.
Okay.
How do you feel about this episode?
I love this episode.
The Nat road trip episode. We love it.
Yeah. Absolutely love it.
What is your favorite thing about it?
Bob, I'm sorry. I love everything about Bob from the beginning to the very end. I don't even want to go on this road trip in the first place, being convinced to go on this road trip.
But he says, I'll briefly interrupt you. He says, no, you know what happens when we do road trips. But then he ends up going, continue.
And then we get not to jump all the way to the end, we get this rare moment where Bob snaps. Bob loses it, which he so rarely does, even though he rightfully has a reason to do so in so many episodes.
We would all support him.
Yeah. And I just when it's so earned and he deserves to snap a little bit, I just enjoy it.
Yeah. I wrote here in my notes, I guess we're going to the end. Why not?
Sure. That's a great way to do episodes.
I said love unhinged Bob. And the fact that he is It's the end of the day. The sun is going down. What does Bob say? It took 5.5, 9 hours to do a
I think it was
90 minute
5 hours to do a 90-minute trip.
trip. And he's like, there's snakes and cages all around him. He's like, I was promised monkeys being friends with lions. And Linda's like, well, you assume that. I didn't say there'd be monkeys. And he's like, that's what was in my head. And I loved that for him. The promise of monkeys was getting him through.
It always makes me think of Baby Monkey. Do you know that
Which
song?
one is that?
It's like the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby monkey, riding on a pig, baby monkey. If you don't know what that is, I'll put it in the carousel
Of
on
course you
Instagram
will.
because it's a classic.
I love
Or
it.
you can just Google baby monkey riding on a pig. YouTube it.
It will come up.
Great song and great video to go with it.
And then I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say this is one of my favorite cathartic family moments.
Oh, okay.
Because Bob says the truth. This was a shit show. No one had fun. And Gene, in the most earnest line delivery I've ever heard him say, goes, I did have fun. I've never heard Gene be that earnest.
Gene is... Let's move on to Baby Boy Belcher here. Because...
Well, can we finish up talking about just this moment?
Yeah.
This idea that, yeah, this was not like the most perfect day or the most fun day, but it will be a family memory. And there's something just as important and special about that. I really loved that.
Yeah,
Now,
we say that all the time on like our vacations. It's like it's more like when the things go wrong, those are kind of the things you remember more than just...
oh my God. I know we're supposed to keep this episode tight, but do you want to tell the water bottle Amsterdam Canal story?
Did we not? We haven't told that one.
No.
So Skylar suggested we do like one of those canal boat tours. And so we booked it kind of like last minute.
This is on our honeymoon.
And we go to where this company is supposedly supposed to be.
Supposedly supposed to be.
And we get there
an
and
hour early.
Yeah, we get there nice and early. And we say, hey, we're
in.
here. Yeah. They say, okay, well,
Great.
So we have to kill time over there for like an hour. And then we go a little bit closer to when it's time for our tour. And they go, oh, you're in the wrong place. You have to go all the way around. It's going to take you probably about how long? Like a half hour to get to where you need to be?
Yeah.
Unless you take a bus.
Yeah. So I don't know why we decided this. We decide we're faster than a bus and we start power walking.
It's long and we have to get all the way to our boat. And we get to the boat. We get there a little bit early, believe it or not.
We're doing great.
We have scrambled, yeah.
We're the first people there.
Yes, but we have to go to the bathroom.
And nothing is enjoyable if your bladder's full.
No, we can't go on a boat tour if we both have to pee.
No.
But
we were the first people there.
We were. We asked where the nearest bathroom is. Oh, it's all the way in like Union Station, in the like train station.
The biggest train station in Amsterdam.
Yeah. So we go, okay. We have plenty of time. We're still here early. We're the first ones there. We go to Union Station. We get there and a train had just like gotten into the station and the lines were insane. Plus you have to pay for them, the bathrooms.
You need like a money card.
Yeah.
Like a Amsterdam money card. Like my credit card I don't know.
Which we don't know until we get to the point where we have to enter the bathroom. And so we've been standing in line this whole time.
Yeah. Someone pays for me.
Yeah, I think someone had to pay for me. I don't know how
They're
else I
so
would've gotten
annoyed.
it.
They're like, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So after all that, we're panicked now. We're like, now we're late. We get to the boat. The guy who had been there had like waited for us because they knew that we were there. He had told us to go, like we had plenty of time. And then we get there. The boat's all full.
Completely packed.
Completely full. There's very
20
few
people.
Space. If people move over a little bit, we'll have some place to sit.
It's not overbooked. The boat isn't overbooked. And the boat is a U shape.
Yeah. This one couple who Skylar and I get sat by, the woman has her water bottle taking up a full person-sized space.
And her purse.
Yes. They don't move that and move over.
2 humans could fit in the space that her water bottle is taking up.
Yeah.
And we come on, it's clear this is the only seat left. So Max and I squish in like little sardines, and we're like, okay, it's cool. She's probably not paying attention. In 30 seconds, she'll be like, oh, pardon me, and move her purse and the one water bottle away so that everyone can have an equal amount of space.
Throughout this entire boat ride, it is our goal to try and get this woman to scoot over. So we're trying to make
Max and I are...
We're squished together when we don't have to be squished together. And we're trying to like kind of stretch out a bit so like they have to scoot over a little bit. Like they're uncomfortable because we're so close to them.
You know how if you like scoot over, someone takes a social cue and scoots over too?
Nope. This entire boat ride, this water bottle had the best, most comfortable seat the entire ride.
Bigger seat than any of the 20 people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so annoyed because they were just annoying and like very rich and very snooty. And I thought it would have been appropriate for the leader of the boat, who they're kind of like hospitality people. Oh, you want something to drink, to be like, oh, ma'am, can I take your purse for you and hold it up here? Just kind of usher us into.
Yeah.
Nope, Max and I were...
Oh, you thought the teenage boy they let drive this boat through
He should
the
have.
canals of Amsterdam was going to control the situation.
Yeah. Anyway, keep it tight, we said.
Keep it tight, but that's just to say that it was a story and we'll forever tell it. And
That's what the
probably
Belchers...
we probably would never have told that story if we just went on a boat ride through Amsterdam.
Yeah, and it was romantic and beautiful and perfect.
Yeah.
We would have forgotten it.
No. Some things have to go wrong.
Of course.
Baby boy Belcher.
Baby boy Belcher.
Gene is so adorable in this episode.
He doesn't get to be adorable like this in a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
And here he is, and I love it.
As someone who has a fear of snakes, and we
Do
talked
you?
about this when we first learned that Gene has a fear of snakes.
It's not okay.
Absolutely. I agree with him 100%. And yeah, I'm with him. And I feel so bad for him. And I would want to ride in the front seat with that thing closed too.
Yeah, so he gets in, the snake's there, and I wrote it in my notes because it was so funny. When he sees the snake, he crawls, scampers over every single person's lap to get out of the car.
It's a
It
great
was
moment.
really cute animation. I loved it.
Yeah. And at the very end, which we'll get to before the end credits when they're coming home, he's tuckered out and Bob's carrying him. He just looks like such a little baby passed out.
They don't get to treat him like this that often.
We
and
talk
it's
about that with Louise too. Like they're such like they're cartoon characters, so they're like so, and obviously they're all voiced by adults, so they're like they're very non-childlike a lot of the time. So when we do get to see them be children, like just little kids, it's so cute.
It's so sweet. I am really hoping, because remember when they all have vomit all over their clothes except Linda and Louise, and they have to buy these Madness Castle. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I want to see those T-shirts come back in a continuity moment in Bob's Burgers.
They might.
We should keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Because I would totally wear that to bed. It'd be such a good memory.
That feels like something they would, the writers would pull back out.
Yeah.
Why not?
One of my favorite moments, and this is the adult in me, not the child in me, when they have to buy those clothes and the person says, that'll be $134. I want to die inside. There is so many other things that I need and want to spend $134 on. Tie-dye from a shitty road stall is not one of them.
Yeah. I really feel for Bob and who did not want to go initially.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to like a roadside attraction like that at all?
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
Farm stands, but
no, those are fun. I like those.
I'm all business when it comes to road trips.
We went to the garlic one.
Oh, but
get garlic ice cream.
That was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
When we were picking up Biscuit, it was in this tiny, tiny California town.
Yeah.
And they were known for like their garlic festival. And so they had tons of garlic, but they also had garlic flavored ice cream.
It was delicious.
It was fun. It was an experience.
It was just like vanilla ice cream with a little bit of a kick to it.
Like raw garlic.
Yeah.
It wasn't like roasted garlic ice cream or...
No.
No, it was fascinating. So, Nat,
Yeah,
tell
she's
me about
back.
Nat. She is back. This is probably her second full. Well, no, we had the Ring But Not Scary
Yes,
first.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
she got 2 episodes this season.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Good for her.
Yeah. They probably were like, Jillian Bell, come on in here. We got
We
you for 2.
we have so many Nat outfits at this point. She's like a Barbie. You have all these different outfits you can put her in. We have professional limo driver Nat. We have swimwear.
Same color scheme, though, always.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Love the bolo tie in this one.
And now we have my day off road trip to my ex-girlfriend.
Put on my best bolo tie with a lizard on it, I think it had. At the
Yeah.
top, yeah.
So we have a polo, pants, and like a visor. It's fantastic. So Louise has a bolo tie.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody remember where Louise got her initial bolo tie, and is it inspired by Nat?
That's interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on that too.
Yes, please.
I could see her being like, well, Nat has one. I want one too. Nat's her idol.
Nat is her idol, and I love Louise having a strong female lead to look up to.
Let me ask you something about the vomit.
Yeah.
If that limo had vomit in it, would you be able to get back in there, regardless of what Nat sprayed in there?
I might be able to sit up front with the window down, but not in the back.
I couldn't do it. I don't know. I would get so sick. It would just get worse.
It really would. Speaking of the vomit, I do love Louise's ploy to get Tina car sick.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
And it's so funny.
Yeah, and the way she times it perfectly. Louise's plotting in this is phenomenal. She is just expert level.
It's one of my favorite Louise plots because it's selfish, but not so much so. I'm just kind of like, yeah, girl, that was pretty smart.
Yep. Would you ride in a limo if you knew a snake was hanging in like a little styrofoam box back there?
I'd be fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I might have to, again, pull a Jean.
Okay. Good to know.
I'm not thrilled about it. I don't like, if anything happened where it like jumbled and it like kind of fell out, I would be useless.
Snakes, I just feel like snakes are so slow.
But you're in like a enclosed vehicle moving.
They snap.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's like necessary. They're all of their natures. I don't know enough about snakes, but I don't need to know enough about snakes to know that I don't like them.
Do we love the line, "Give me strength, Britney Spears," that Jean says?
Absolutely.
I actually didn't get it, and I'm embarrassed. But for those of you who were born in the 2000s.
Britney Spears. Britney Spears with the snake. Iconic at
the VMAs.
Yeah.
So that's what Jean...
I'm a slave? Is that the song?
I'm a slave.
Yeah.
Parentheses for you.
For you.
Yeah. 4.
The number 4, like Linda would say.
4. I'm a slave. 4. You.
Oh, in the most recent Bob's Burgers episode, there was a 4 joke where Jean says, and then there was 5. She says 4.
It's
so she actually gets the number right.
It's so good.
Anyway.
I loved the flashback of Bob explaining why they don't go on road trips. Jean's peeing in the jar. Tina's nauseous. By the end of the scene, they're all sticking their head out the window, vomiting. It just feels like something would happen to us.
Are you if I smell vomit or I hear someone vomiting, vomiter?
Yeah, I'm not great with it.
Yeah, if I hear someone gagging or like...
I feel, okay, you're making me nauseous. I knew you were going to do that. We've had this conversation on the podcast before.
Yes.
You've done your million gagging noises.
That's because Bob's always brings up some gagging, so...
I'm kind of nauseous. Okay, so will you tell us the cheeky thing we found with the van? The pest control van in this episode.
Oh, so the pest control truck in this episode was Sorry Nat Sorry. Nat, GNAT. And this is a Nat episode. So,
was it a little foreshadowing?
Yeah.
I like to think so.
I like to think so. Also, I want to point out while we're talking about the pest control truck that when Jean is running down the street after the snake has made its appearance. There is like an exercise studio. And what was it again? I know you wrote
It's
it down.
Betty Davis Eyes. So I think it was called Betty Davis.
Sweaty Davis thighs or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then the other one,
Can't remember. It was a custom soap place.
Suds.
Yeah.
Suds. Oh, there will be Suds.
There will be suds.
Yes. Really fun.
Have you ever seen There Will Be Blood? We should watch that. Oh, see, this is great. If we have video, people will be able to see you doing that instead of like me
Yes.
having to explain that you just close your eyes and put your head back and needed a moment to yourself.
Exactly.
You don't want to watch it
And we've watched it together.
again?
I'll watch it again with you.
Oh, yes. Oh, this is legally binding.
This is legally binding. Max did watch Center Stage with me
I
the
did,
other night, and
yeah.
he was such a trooper about it, and he was invested, and he was into it, and you were great.
Thank you.
Unlike when we watched Now and Then, and you said it was fine.
It was fine.
I can't with you right now. I can't get into this. It's been a very emotionally draining day with the Karen Reed trial. I can't cross this bridge. Justice will be served another day.
Understood.
Okay. I did not notice the first time we watched this episode that when they arrive at Nat's ex's, that it's the Shawshank
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
That's hard. Shaw Sanctuary. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Love.
Or was it Shawshank Sanctuary? I can't remember.
They get it. They get the pun. Also, it was such a chaotic, fun episode. And then I just have all the family feels where they have that cathartic moment. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk about the B story. They have that cathartic moment at the end of the episode, and then the sun goes down and they're driving home, and Linda Prom, everyone's asleep in the back seat, and like Nat's asleep in the back seat like a big sibling. And Linda and Bob have a little bit of moment, and Linda's like, I'll stay up with you, honey. And then she falls asleep.
That's us when I have to drive us home from like Disneyland.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's
we spend
sweet.
a whole day there.
You got your whole life.
You're like, I'll be awake.
Yeah.
The whole ride off. And then I look over and I'm like, God damn it.
I have to be alone with my thoughts.
Oh no, we got a podcast on or something.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Thinking anything. I want to go back to the Shaw Sanctuary real quick.
Okay.
Because I want to say that means in this world, because now we've driven out of Seymour's Bay, we're an hour and a half out of the way, that everyone who owns a business is like, I've got to pun my business name. It's not just like people in Ocean Harbor are like, oh, that's cute. Oh, I should do that. Oh, and it's just like kind of like
it's spreading like a virus.
It's like when you see that the neighbors got Christmas lights, you're like, fine, I'll do Christmas lights too.
Yes.
You know, like, and then it's like spreads. This is
miles
across the world, apparently, or at least across the state at this point. We don't know for sure. I have to go look at like when they go to visit. I don't want to watch that episode.
Florida.
Linda's parents and see if there's pun names, but
yeah,
it's not just a Seymour's Bay thing.
Although maybe since Nat works in Seymour's Bay and then dated this woman.
But that's how it spreads, like you said.
It does. It spreads.
And now this woman is going to go to like a reptile convention and tell her about her place, and then all the it's just how that's puns are a virus, is what I'm saying.
Yes, a virus that in our household we will gladly inject into our.
It's a
bodies.
pleasant virus. We have gladly accept a virus. Some people do not like the virus, and I understand that.
It's one step away to dad jokes. So
yeah, I'd argue it's even in dad jokey
territory,
which is why I love them.
Everyone on the internet fought me on this.
All of them?
Yeah, every single person on the internet fought me on this statement that there are not snake images on Nat's limo on the inside. The lighting above the limo seating, they are 100% snake shaped. 100%. There, you guys are blind if you can't see it.
I see it, but I also see how it's not a snake.
It's 100% a snake, and I will die on this hill.
We're gonna need the animator to chime in.
We got some connects
because
these days.
you fought every single person on the internet.
I know. Someone said
It's not okay.
It's not okay. Someone said that is a reach, girlfriend.
That is your back hurting
Yep.
from reaching.
Yeah. So let's talk about the B story.
Teddy. My guy can carry a B story solo, let me tell you.
It was literally a one-man show.
I have not enjoyed solo Teddy this much since probably he got caught in the Christmas trap.
The gator roll. What's that called?
The gator roll.
The gator roll. I loved this. This is everything to me. Teddy's amazing. Him cosplaying the life of Bob and Linda and then dreaming that Linda marries him, and it was perfection. And at the end he's like, oh shoot, I didn't fix the ceiling.
Yeah.
I need some fries.
Yeah. And then as we'll see in the very last scene, he's I don't think that ceiling got fixed, is my guess.
They're gonna have to close down for another day.
Yeah.
I also love the beginning of this episode where this person comes in and Bob's like, we're totally still open. Like and he just walks out in the middle of it.
Doesn't say anything. Just like kind of like backs out like Homer Simpson going into the bush.
Yeah. Such a Bob Belcher predicament. I love it so much. Is it time to get into these end credits?
I think so. I just want to ask this, and maybe this is just my brain. Were you concerned about Teddy when he was running back and forth as Bob and Teddy having a conversation? So he has to like run and go around the thing and go blah, 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 with that like ladder there, or is that just my brain being like, Teddy, be careful. Don't like run. There's a lot of stuff over there right now. You can't just keep running to have this conversation.
You thought it was going to be the staircase documentary part 2. Did Bob kill Teddy?
Did Bob kill Teddy except Teddy's Bob? And it was an owl. That did.
And it was...
If you haven't watched The Staircase and the series about it or the documentary.
I think the owl theory is plausible. I think it could be, if there was a feather found in her hair, there is enough
Maybe
doubt.
She's going to the Kesha concert.
You guys.
And that's from Teen Mom.
That's from Teen Mom. This inside joke has lasted in our relationship for like 10 years now. So Janelle from Teen Mom, she's like going to prison, but she's like dead ass serious talking to her lawyer. She's like, I cannot go to prison. Why do you think I have this feather in my hair? I'm going to the Kesha concert.
Oh, man.
Priorities.
Like, what's going on here? Can we just get in these end credits,
Okay.
please?
To preface these end credits, to prep for Nat's road trip, she has gotten a bunch of jazzercise CDs that she will be listening to on the way. So let's get into these end credits.
The moment when they get home is they're caught by surprise, the Belchers, because Teddy is asleep in Linda and Bob's bed. A little weird, my guy, a little weird.
Ah! Teddy, why are you in our bed?
I fell asleep. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I wasn't pretending to be you, I swear. And the bath made me very sleepy. I mean, I didn't even take a bath. Don't look in the bathroom. Can I sleep on your couch, please?
No.
Sure, I'll get you a pillow.
Got anything hyperallergenic?
Pelvis, hips, oh yeah, and flex again. How do your arms feel? Are you here to dance? Let's prance, feel it.
Are you here to
Okay.
dance? Let's prance.
Tell me what's going on in these end credits.
So we have classic kitchen background. Bob, Tina, and Louise are, well, is Louise in tie-dye?
No, she never had tie-dye on.
Exactly. Bob and Tina are in their tie-dye matching outfits. Louise is helping prep. And then as if on stage, Jean and Nat are in their 80s workout clothes, Jane Fonda workout clothes. We're talking about the neck cut out of sweatshirts, sports bras, sweatband on the head, socks. I love Nat's workout outfit. Now we've completed the Barbie set. We have every single outfit you could ever need. And Jean has on like a spandex leotard with like the undies on top.
Yeah, it's great all across the board. And we get this jazzercise music, which is a good time.
And they are working out to
What
The
they're
Voice.
saying. Yeah.
I would genuinely do this at workout, and I'm not kidding.
Only if we can wear these outfits. Also, I paused it, and right now it's showing like everyone's voices, and it says David Herman as Beard Guy. What a great character, Beard Guy.
The manor.
I assume so, yeah.
Okay.
He didn't get a name.
sad.
4, 6, 7, 9. Oh yeah! If you're feeling warmed up, go for it!
Oh, there's the
Make
snake.
it big! Come on, give me 2 steps up, tap right, and left. Give me
So there's a little garter snake. We didn't mention the garter snakes at the end of the episode, but which is like, they start crawling over Bob and he's just like cool with it.
Uh,
I don't care how much you like snakes.
no,
You don't want snakes
absolutely
crawling
not.
over you while you're driving?
No. No, absolutely not.
No. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. He was
Yeah.
a little too cool about that.
I love that we got to hear him do his little talking to himself voice, but no.
He named
Absolutely
them
not.
Ricky and Lucy and the Fawns.
Oh, cute. Very cute. I loved Adam and Steve.
Adam and Steve's great. Okay, so we get a little garter snake in the kitchen. Hopefully Hugo's not anywhere nearby because that is a huge violation, I believe.
Yes, and we have a garter snake on Bob's shoulder as he's cooking.
Also in violation, I assume.
I feel like the restaurant isn't open. They're just cooking everybody some dinner.
I don't know what the rules are for if you're just using it personally.
I don't know
It's still
either.
a restaurant, so I don't know.
Is Linda doing anything special?
Linda is coming into the window to serve it, but she is dancing to the jazzercise too. Sometimes
course
she
she
doesn't
is.
react to what's going on. This time she's dancing a little bit because she's Linda.
The choreography to the dancing is perfection.
Yeah.
The
If you wanna-
wording.
Sorry, if you want to know what they're doing, because you're not watching it right now, it's whatever this instructor is saying, they're kind of doing it with, like
Tap
you
your
would.
heels.
Yeah.
Prance.
hmm
All of it.
you do it. Jazz square, mon frere. Dance it out now, make it double. And that's double trouble. And now reverse it all. Rewind. Sorry, I might get a little funky here. And hold and stretch and lift and isolate that butt.
I think it said that the writer and executive producer, eventually, I think she's a producer on the show, Lindsay Stoddart, is the jazzercise instructor.
Oh,
the voice there,
nice. I was
if
wondering.
I saw that correctly. But if that is her, we've mentioned in the past, she's the voice of Logan's mom.
Oh, fun. Cynthia.
And
that's right. She was one of the few, I just did a fun fact about her on our TikTok. She was one of 2 people who started on the show as an actor and then became a writer.
Yeah,
So fun.
right.
I know I'm going to be quoting Jazz Square Mon Frere forever now.
Yeah,
I loved
it's
that.
a great line.
Do you have the lyrics for us?
I don't.
That's okay. We can cut that part out.
Okay. Should we score these?
Yeah.
We score on a scale of 1 to 10 H's at the end of Tina's
Uh-huh.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
We do that.
hmm 9.
9, okay.
They just take this tiny, tiny joke from literally the first 5 minutes of the episode and bring it back. And Gene didn't get to be his like silly self, and now he gets to be a silly self with Nat. I love that they're still in their tie-dye. I love the snake detail. The choreography is amazing. There's an original song. I love it.
I'm going to go 9.25. Just because I have seen these a few times now, but I can just like watch just like Nat and Gene because they're so funny. But then there's like, everyone's got their own thing going on from the episode too.
Yeah, and it does give you that they had this crazy day as a family, and there's just nothing like coming home to your home as a family after a crazy adventure.
I like
love
to
that.
think that maybe they were like, they got up there, Teddy was in their bed, and they were like, let's just go downstairs. I'll make some food for everyone. Maybe Teddy can clean up the bathroom, whatever he did,
Yeah,
and then we can go up and get settled.
yeah, I love it. Maybe he'll be asleep by the time we go back up.
Yeah.
I love that Teddy took a bath. Well, I'll meet you at 9.25 easily.
Perfect.
I love that.
There you have it. Those are the end credits to Just the Trip. Thank you, everyone, for listening. We say this all the time, but we love doing this podcast. The best way to support us so that we continue to do it is to subscribe to our Patreon, where you have a few different tiers and you get a bunch of fun bonuses.
2 episodes per month.
Yeah.
For $5, ad-free episodes on our main feed podcast and early release. So if you want a little early release for our main feed podcast, that's the way to do it. I always know I'm
Don't say early release on a
Max,
just the trip.
I'm not the one who wrote that. Thank you.
That's patreon.com/Bob's Credits. Go follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube. As I said, these are going to pop up on YouTube soon, these actual videos of Skylar and I recording this podcast.
I hear that's the truth. Shit, I'm actually going to have to get dressed for these things now.
It's up to you. I think it should be like comfortable and stuff, but I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that we record naked.
No, we do.
Okay.
I don't know what.
We're just like Gene in our underwear.
Yeah.
Whenever we're home. Yeah. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here, Skylar?
I'm going to say, stay jazzy.
Britney Spears, give me strength.
Britney Spears, give me strength.